Hi guys. So today, now we are going to be looking at the percentage composition. And the book that I'm using is OpenStack's book. This is the chemistry and the atoms book, which is made available by the initiative from Rice University. Okay, so we are going to look at the percentage composition problems. So what is a percentage composition, first of all? Percentage composition, it means that it's the percentage by mass of each element in a compound. Okay, so for example, you have a compound which is made up of carbon and hydrogens. And let's say there is a sample of a compound. Okay, that sample of the compound, and you weigh that sample of the compound and you get a certain mass of it. Okay, so that mass of the sample of compound is in grams. Okay, so the mass in grams, okay, and that's the sample of the compound. And you're trying to find, and through this, you're going to determine the percentage of carbon and the percentage of hydrogen. So with that said, if you know the mass of hydrogen in the total mass of the compound, total mass of the compound times 100. That's the percentage composition of carbon. Sorry, this is going to be mass of carbon. And here comes if you know how much of the hydrogen is present in the total mass. And again, this mass is going to be, all these weights are in gram. So this total mass of the sample, okay, of the total mass of the compound. Total mass of the compound here, and its sample times 100%. So that's going to give you the percentage of hydrogen. Okay, so it's basically parts to whole. What is a small part of a complete whole times 100? And that's going to give you that percentage, right? The percentage of that part. So that's the part to whole problem. So that's a percentage of that part. Okay, so let's do a few calculations here. For example, you are given a sample that weighs 10 grams. Okay, so one example here is that there is a sample that is weighing, a sample of a compound is 10 grams. Okay, 10 gram sample. And let's say in this case, we have 10 gram sample, and it is allowed to contain, or it is showing to contain 2.5 grams of hydrogen and 7.5 grams of carbon. Okay, so what is the percentage composition of hydrogen, and what is the percentage composition of carbon? So what you would do is percentage composition. This is what you need to find. This is what you're finding. This is what you're finding. Okay, so now you're going to write down here that you are given percentage of hydrogen is equal to 2.5 grams of hydrogen is present in a total of 10 grams sample of this compound. Okay, 10 grams of this compound times 100. Okay, and similarly, the percentage of carbon is 7.5 grams of carbon is present in 10 grams sample of this compound times 100. Okay, so here you will get 25% and 25%, let me put it here. This comes out to be equal to 25% of hydrogen is present in this sample, and we have 75% of carbon is present in this sample. Okay, so this is a simple calculation. Now let's look at the problems that are given. This is a learning check problem here. Learning check problem. And in this learning check problem, you are given, let us say, an analysis of 12.04 sample of a compound is composed of carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, and it is shown to contain, so let's write down what it has. So we are given, you are given 12.04 grams sample. Okay, and this is supposed to contain, this sample contains carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. How much carbon? Carbon is 7.34 grams. How much is hydrogen? 1.85 grams. And you are given 2.85 grams of nitrogen. The question is asking, what is the percentage composition? What is the percentage composition of this compound? Okay, or in other words, what is the percentage composition of each element in this compound? So that should be the, question. So anyway, so how do you do this? You are going to write down that you are given, this is your total, these are the parts, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. So very simple, you're going to write down percentage carbon, percentage hydrogen, and percentage nitrogen. Okay, how much? How do you show this, the calculation? So you are given, I need some more space, I'm sorry. Let's get this off. Okay, so here you are given carbon, 7.34 grams of carbon is present in the total sample, which is 12.04 grams of this sample, and the sample times 100. Okay, and this comes out to be 61.0%. This comes out to be 61.0%. Then comes the percentage of hydrogen. That is the 1.85 grams of hydrogen is present in 12.04 gram sample times 100. And this comes out to be 15.4%. So this is 61% carbon, 15.4% hydrogen, and the nitrogen is 2.85 percentage of nitrogen is equal to 2.85 grams of nitrogen is present in 12.04 grams of this sample times 100, and this comes out to be, nitrogen is coming out to be 23.7%. 23.7% nitrogen. Okay, so this is each of these elements. Now, if you are going to now add, this should all come out to be 100%. So 61.0% plus 15.4% plus 23.7%. So roughly this should add up to 100%. Okay, so when you add 61.0%, 15.4 and 23.7, each one of these is going to come out to be approximately 100% total. Okay, so this is another way you can check also if you got these percentages right, but it's a very simple math anyways. So it's all a parts to whole problem. Okay, so We are going to look at now determining the percentage composition from a molecular formula. If you are, this one was, if you're given a sample, but next question we are going to look at is the percentage composition from a molecular formula. So this is the percentage composition in a sample, in a given sample that is in a given sample. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye.